Oh, it's been like I know at least a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, we ain't did the 10 o'clock show, but yeah,
It's
man.
been a couple months. Yeah, the only reason why we even later than what we originally said we was gonna start is because I was like, let me warm up this bowl of spaghetti so that way it's already here when we finish the show. Cause I know myself, bro. I know myself. Like, if we finish the show, I'm gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'll just fix a sandwich. But I don't have like no chips to eat with the sandwich. And for whatever reason, like I need at least like a small snack size bag of chips when I eat a sandwich. So like knowing that I don't have chips, I was like, you know what? Let me just kill the rest of this pasta. That way, it's right here. I don't have to fix nothing. I know I can eat that. Let the Parmesan cheese sit on it and everything. I'll get chips tomorrow when I go to the store. Cause I'm making some more pasta tomorrow.
I got pasta. Man, I've been eating pasta and chicken all for like the past 2 weeks,
Dog,
two, three
like
weeks.
okay, so I made the meat sauce with the turkey meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like my ex girlfriend has showed me, shit is fire. It's actually turkey breakfast sausage. You get one mild, one hot, brown it, throw your sauce on there, boom, 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 done. Like it's great and it's pretty healthy too. But like for whatever reason, I think I saw a video, a reel on Instagram or Facebook or something. Somebody made like pasta Mardi Gras or whatever, like their version of it, right?
Mm.
It's basically it's andouille sausage, crawfish, and then like grilled shrimp with linguine pasta and like a creamy tomatoey Alfredo sauce
Mm-hmm.
and like some bell peppers and mushrooms and stuff. Shit is fire. Like I'm definitely gonna make that tomorrow. Definitely gonna make that tomorrow.
Hey, man. But yeah, we are officially live. New Year, same chaos. The new channel. But yeah, man, new look, if you will, because last season it was mainly gold. Now it's purple and white and or intertwined. But yeah, the same vibes. Uh, for those of you who are new around here or who are tuning in for the very first time or returning, we typically catch up before we hit that intro button and then we officially get the show on the road. But the main goal for
Mm-hmm.
this episode of the GRESH UNLEASHED podcast, the first episode of 2026, is to just sit back, relax, catch up on what we missed over, I guess you could say, the holiday break as well as the first 2 weeks in 2026, and predict what we feel like is going to happen in the new year. And by the time it gets to the end of the year, we're going to revisit our thoughts that we dropped here and see if it happened, if it was bullshit, if it actually happened, and hey, we'll go from there. So hey,
Mm-hmm.
sit back, relax, chill, and we're gonna get this show on the road.
Trying to figure out what my thing. I gotta figure out my notifications later. I got the Twitter notification, but I ain't get the one from YouTube.
Ah, new channel, probably.
It well, no, I thought I was following the channel already.
Hey man. But new people, make sure you hit
Yeah,
that subscribe button.
yeah.
YouTube.com/@is_gresh.
I mean, over there in the corner.
Yeah, yeah. All the links are in there. So, but let me go ahead.
Yeah.
Feeling like GRESH UNLEASHED. One time for the sickos. I'm all elite with the game from the get-go. Ain't full of no stardust, I'm a real nightmare, bruh. You can meet me at the crossroads. Business is booming, I feel like the hearse and the kid, and they tell me don't hurt anybody. I'm way too fly like Kevin, I could do this all night. Step back, it's a private party, I'm more dirty than dumb with the way I live. No saint like Ricky with the vibes I give. Looking at my watch, it's about that time. When I hit him with the toodles, it's a lot like Tiff. Might as well call me Tony. They don't even know that I'm timeless. AJ Francis, all I really know is first class. $1 million man, two prices. You ain't even know over. Shout out to my dogs like Bron. Baby, I'm a limit breaker. You were just a death rider. Can't rest in peace. I saved that for the Undertaker. Proceed with caution, but you ain't Naomi. Can't book the team. Your name must be Tony. IWC say you got to go. Hi-Lite Jermaine and GRESH running. Let's start the show. Cool kids step to the front. Cool kids. Too sweet sign for the clip. Gotta get the people what they want. Gotta get eradicate quick. Yeah, I'm like Seth with the outfits. Coming in hot too live on your outlets. Running these streets like the prophets. Thank God for the new day. Can't stop it. Jay Uso with the yeet. Eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. Whole new swag with a price on the tag like Javon on the young OG. Better recognize on the mouthpiece. See the power level gotta increase. Bring your content on the daily. Feeling like GRESH Unleashed.
Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, everybody in between. I'm gonna say that properly. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary pals, baby mamas, baby daddies, and everybody in between. Welcome to the first episode of the GRESH Unleashed podcast in the year 2026. Joining you as always is the voice that does the most, the purveyor of mischief, GRESH. And joining me as always is my guy, one of the voices of not only the Unleashed podcast, the Unleashed vibes that we give you. He's also the voice of the Sucio Sports, as well as just bringing an all out good vibe, because he is an all out good guy. He is none other than the giant of the familia, Jermaine. What's up with you, brother? Hold up. I think I accidentally muted you. Oh, my bad. What's up? Let's try it again. Jay Uso.
Running back.
Let's try it again. What's up, brother?
Happy New Year to everybody. Glad to be back. Yeah, we missed a little. Some stuff we missed.
Yeah.
There's a few things that happened.
Yeah.
Couple few.
Because it's funny that every time we go, usually when we go out on break, nothing happens. But this 1 year, that's when a lot of stuff wanted to happen.
Bro, like, we recorded the show, right? The year-end show. And I've been on my, it's going on 2-year now campaign for Carmelo Hayes. Mm-hmm. So I use Melo as my prediction for the year, again, for this year. I said, okay, last year I wanted Melo to retire Cena, right?
Right.
Didn't happen. No worries. I said, you know what? This year I want Melo to win a title.
You hit up the chat. You was like, does this count?
I was like, wait a minute. Like, I don't even know if we put the show out yet. That SmackDown wasn't even recorded, because that was the back end of the doubleheader SmackDown that week, because they were recording it for the holiday week.
It was the same week. Like,
yeah.
Like, as soon as the episode went out that Tuesday, they put the title officially on Melo that Friday.
Yeah. Like, I was like, wait a minute, this has to be
the week after, because he won it on Christmas, that Christmas SmackDown.
Yeah, it was like, because
SmackDown of 2020.
They did both of those episodes that same Friday or whatever. And when the spoilers came out, I was like, they spoiled it. But then I was still happy, because I was like, I'm happy for Melo. And then I was like, wait a minute, this counts as my prediction. But never fear. I have a backup prediction to give once we do that. Once we get to that part of the show.
Oh yeah,
because this one came. It popped up out of nowhere. Like, so I have a backup prediction.
Oh yeah, man, I get that. But also outside of Melo, anything happening in AEW? That we predicted. Outside of Mercedes going on this spiral, because we were saying that all year.
Bro, we've been looking for it, and we've talked about it since she hit around 4 or 5 belts. I want to say that's when we first started, like, bringing this up. because when she got around 5 belts, I was like, okay, this is starting to.
And it was random promotions I've never heard before. I was like, now who the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't. I was like, okay, who are these people? Who are these promotions? But I'm like now because it did what it had the intended effect. Who is so and so, so and so? I'm looking it up, looking up their Instagram, looking up their Twitter. You know, if they have a YouTube channel, different things like that. Like so, if you did any of that, whether you followed them or not, if you look them up, that at least had some traffic for them. So it had its intended effect, which is what 9 times out of 10 these promotions are doing. They're looking to fill the building and charge as much as they can for their streams and their tickets and their merch and everything else that night that they have her. And then to have their belt be one of the belts that she's carrying, it gives them a little rub. So, and now it's having an even greater effect because now all of these ladies who are taking these belts off of her are now getting the rub of helping the downfall of Mercedes.
Yeah. The down.
And this is it's pictures like that and how she sells and the things she does with the promos and how she flipped in the locker room from yelling and screaming to cutting that promo, dropping the F-bomb to going back to yelling and screaming. Like this is why she's getting those movie roles as well, because it's one thing to say that she can't cut a promo, but the girl is a pretty decent actress.
Hey man, them Disney acting lessons came into play. Like it's finally clicking. It's finally worth. They're getting the payback for all those acting lessons for the Mandalorian. So makes sense.
For sure.
Hopefully
for sure.
she gets. If she's serious about Hollywood, hopefully she gets more roles to where she can attempt to expand her range.
Yeah, because I definitely think she has it in her.
So yeah, we'll definitely keep it because right now she's on break, so we won't be seeing her for the foreseeable future. Like I think I said on the in your house podcast. Make sure you guys tap in that because I was invited on that on Sunday. I'm like, she should continue to do that downward spiral until she has no titles and then come back pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Like she shouldn't come back and then still have titles. Like that it defeats the purpose of the character that they're trying to portray.
Yeah. This should be like almost like how Corbin went from bum ass Corbin to happy Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
It should be something similar, but not comical relief. This should be more dramatic.
Oh yeah.
Like the darker side of falling off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would love it. I would love to see her come to the ring starting to look disheveled, like haphazardly or half-ass doing the dance and everything.
Oh yeah, because she said she's done with AEW for the time being. So like when she does defend those belts, just come like not all there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that I would love to see something like that just to feed into it,
Mm-hmm.
or like different. If she wants to keep doing the whole I got it together, and then always fall apart, bouncing back and forth between those two mental states, kind of like what Bailey was teasing a little bit. Like, yeah, do something like that.
Yeah. And speaking of bouncing back and forth, how do we predict Andrade's 2026 now that he's back in AEW again?
Hey, he's one of 138 members of the Don Callis family. I think I got an email. I think I got an invite too. I
definitely got an invite. I had to send it to spam because
I already knew you was gonna get an invite because they've been looking at your workout videos. So I was just wondering if they was gonna bring me on too.
They're trying to get they want me to be the less juiced up version of Brian Cage.
Bro, you're terrible. But
Happy
nah,
New
man.
Year.
But nah, like I think that I think Andrade's gonna do okay. I just hope that this go round they put him on the pedestal he could be presented on as such a big star.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if they have that better, because they have a bunch of luchadors, and it's cool to have that connection with that audience. But when you have a guy of his caliber, of his ilk, of his background and whatnot, he's one of the upper echelon guys. So to have somebody like him, that's a pretty significant piece to have. I know some people were kind of rooting for Alberto, but he self-sabotaged himself. Like, bro, you had the world handed to you on a silver platter, like no joke, and you chose to put cocaine on it and snort off of it, and then whatever. I mean,
Crack
it
is
is what
wet.
it is. But nah, I think Andrade is going to have a decent year. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go after one of those mid card titles.
Which one? There's like 50 of them.
Okay, see, there's the thing. I said mid card. That's why I said mid card. I don't know.
You got the Continental Championship.
I don't think it's gonna be that one. I think they may reserve that for like Takeshita.
The Continental.
That's the one that Moxley got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the wrestler's like title, basically, to say who's the best wrestler in the world.
I mean, you got the TNT title.
There's that one too.
That's with a mark, so it's a baby face. So
okay, and then we have the national title.
Oh yeah, Ricochet does have a title.
See, the red one that reminds me of the old NWA TV title belt.
The funny thing is that NWA national, the NWA belt is still active. Nobody watches NWA.
Nobody, and I can understand. I can kind of understand why they had a little beef and a little gripe with that. But I mean, figure it the fuck out and do some business down the line. Like, why not develop a relationship with them and tell them, like, hey, listen, we're going to feature you and your champion against our champion, but we want our champion to go over, of course. Non-title, just champion versus champion, see who's the better one, whatever. Y'all can keep the lineage and everything else, but we'll give y'all that rub, but y'all got to do something for us.
And what see, the that's the thing. NWA got to do for AEW. Like
they offer them nothing in a way
of value. That's the thing.
Because every time I kept trying to look at this, I was like, okay, what's a logical way that they could do business together? And I'm like,
well, we're gonna get Tyrus on Dynamite. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Because in NWA's best wrestler, the best person they have to offer would at best be get a mid-card title
EC3?
shot on some random Dynamite. Okay, they may.
Ain't he their world champion? I'm spitballing here. So
I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, they literally have nothing of value to offer. So it's like y'all doing all that barking for nothing. Like, get your weight up. Yes, that national title still carries some sort of significance historically because of the lineage of it, but outside of that, like, that's not helping you draw. So,
what did JID say on Bodies by Offset? I'm flipping the switch. All bark, no bite. That's literally you quick to remark. Yep, that's him. That's NWA. So yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with Andrade. Like, hey man, his in-ring work is never in question. It's just more so about his legitimacy to get people to care long term. That has been in question since his NXT days, really.
Yeah. And with this character that he's been building since he's gotten there, just like annoying heel like character, who has like a penchant for like a little streak of violence. Like, he's built something that people actually like, they react to genuinely every time he's out there. They hate him and they love to see him get his ass whooped. They especially love to see him get his head smacked and stuff like that. Like, so he's fun to root for, to see him getting his ass, and he bumps around for guys, especially, in there against some bigger guys. Like, he bumps around for him really good. So he sells it and makes it look like, yes, you're cheering for me to get my ass whooped, and here I am getting my ass whooped. And then he finds a way to cheat and win. Like, I mean, great work that he's doing. So I'm hoping that they do something with him and his title reign.
You talking about Ricochet?
Yeah.
Okay. Cause my brain was still on Andrade, but yeah.
No, but Andrade, I would like to see him go after the whatever the title, the one that they're going to wait. Don't they have an international title too, or is
That's
that one?
Okada's.
Okay, that's okay. Never mind.
So basically, it was the Continental and the International, but Okada unified it by being Kenny in Texas.
That's right.
And they had the unified belt, but since the Continental Classic just wrapped up, that unified belt no longer exists.
Okay.
They split the titles again. So they basically wasted a belt.
See, this is what I'm trying to like. I that's why I said a mid-card title.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want a quick rundown of every champion they have in AEW from the knowledge that I have, you have the TNT champion, which is Mark Briscoe. You have the international champion, which is Kazuchika Okada, who retired Tanahashi earlier this month. You have the national championship, so international, national. Why? Who knows? You have the Continental Champion, which is John Moxley. Then you have the Tag Team Champions, which is FTR. Then you have the World Championship, which is now once again MJF, aka Robbie Rotten from Lazy Town. And you have, is there another belt that I'm missing?
The trios.
The trios titles, which is currently held by the Ops, but there's no trios division at the moment, so they're just props right now. Which is the case across both companies when you look at it. A lot of these titles are props right now because the division is like either lackluster or non-existent.
Well, the other thing too is if you look at like AEW's roster, they have a decent sized roster, but it's like you don't need
about most of these
that
people?
many titles.
And who cares about most of these people?
That's the same thing everywhere, every company just about. But excuse me. But no, like I just feel like all these titles and stuff, and like when I look at WWE, you have a world title, a mid-card title, and a tag title for each brand. I look at the roster for each brand and I'm like, do we really need all of these titles?
You talking about WWE?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the world, in the mid-card, you have the women's mid-card, women's world, women's tag floating across both shows, and the men's tag.
The women's tag is the only one that floats.
Literally.
The only one, and I think the women's mid should float as well.
I still stand on the fact that they should have just had one mid-card women's title. They should have just had one Intercontinental champion floating like the tag team champions and called it a day. Because you see what they're doing with Julia.
It was like they're trying to turn her back face.
I don't think they know what to do with her. I don't know. I don't
like,
think Road Dogg GPT knows what to do with her.
Y'all be killing me with that. But no, like I don't think they really know what to do with her at this point. And it just seemed like when she was wrestling Chelsea Green, she was wrestling more as a face than as a heel. Yeah. Just the way the match progressed and the match went on and looking for reactions from the crowd and stuff. Heels don't look for reactions from the crowd. You know,
and I think in this instance, they were both looking for reactions from the crowd because the crowd was not moving. Even if she was wrestling as a heel, they was just
it was kind of strange, but I'm like, whatever, it is what it
I
is.
would have gave them leeway if it was on a tape show, but it wasn't taped.
No, it was live, and it was
Yeah.
just like I think the audience like they know what to do when they see Chelsea Green, but then when they see Chelsea Green opposite of Julia,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, huh?
I think it's a case of it might be just time for them to pull the trigger on a Chelsea Green babyface run.
Hello,
Like,
like,
still let her be chicken shit because that's what makes her likable.
yeah, yeah,
But y'all might just have to just bite the bullet and just be like, yeah, let's just flip the switch.
bro. I would love to see her as a type of baby face, kind of tweener baby face, where she's like, nope, you broke the rules, and da 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 da, and I have evidence, and da 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 da.
Right.
But then she keeps doing the same shit herself, like a tattletale baby face, like that,
She's a
bro.
Karen.
Like, yeah, just make her a positive Karen.
The Canadian Karen.
Like, yeah, there's different things that you can do. Like, there's ways we can figure this out and book this, but it. I mean, she's gonna sell merch too.
Well, so I'm looking at all it's up to is Road Dog GPT and Algorithm Pritchard. Mm-hmm.
There's also someone else recently that they brought in for the SmackDown writing team. I have to look that up again.
I think I know who you're talking about. It's like someone who's like taking some of the reins.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call both of y'all GPT. So hey, man. But now I'm gonna give them their props. SmackDown this past week was actually the talk of the town because it's actually pretty
John
solid.
Swakata.
John Swakata, yep.
That's the name.
But yeah, SmackDown this past week, we saw the return of Jacob Fatu with new teeth.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go the Roman Reigns route though.
No.
He's like, I'm not gonna rock pillowcases.
Yeah, he rocked the normal joints. He rocked the normal joints. So good to see him back. Love the fact that he like attacked Drew. Like, hey, I think you the one to attack me. But I also love the fact that he attacked Cody as well.
He's unhinged. It's Jacob.
Oh yeah, he's off the leash, all gas, no brakes with it.
Hopefully, when he comes back, he don't emote that a lot because that's what he kept doing for some reason. I think it's across the board too. It's like they always have them emote their catchphrases.
Bro, you know how WWE is about them catchphrases and stuff because the catchphrases help sell the merch, get the clicks and the views. It creates great clips for the social team.
Great win.
And this is the era that we're in, unfortunately. Yeah. So this is what we have to deal with.
Oh well. And also what we have to deal with is a non-champion version of Cody again.
Mm-hmm.
So he lost the title yet again.
Again,
I'm glad and I'm happy because it's a refresh that was definitely needed for Cody.
Again, it goes back to old school wrestling tropes. The babyface is always better chasing the title rather than holding it.
Mm-hmm.
When he held the title for that year, like he went through a lot of ups and downs, and there was a lot of times where people were like, all right, he needs to lose it, he needs to lose it, he needs to lose it. And then by the time they got around to Mania with Cena, nobody wanted to see him lose it to Cena because they had did a great job turning Cena heel, and people were just like, nah, this guy's a dickhead now. Like, we don't want you to lose the title to him. Yeah. And when he lost it, it made it that much better. Yeah. So, I mean, this goes back to why a guy like Ric Flair had 16 championship runs and a guy like Dusty Rhodes only had 3. This goes back to why Vince McMahon built his empire off the back of Terry having that that incredible 4-year run. You
Mhm.
know, the babyface can only be the babyface champion for so long because there's only so much you can do and so much they can overcome and whatever. It takes special writing and everything to keep a babyface and keep them, engaged and interesting, especially for your casual audience as well. For your hardcore audiences, it's hard to please the hardcore audience, but they shoot for the casuals who are going to spend the money.
Yep. That's why I be
And
laughing.
that's why I don't get as upset as I used to about some of the booking decisions, and I kind of ride the middle of the road because I'm not going to allow myself to ride that emotional roller coaster. But I just feel like it was needed. It gives him not only give him a break to go and do whatever else other business that he has to tend to or heal up whatever, but it also gives Drew his moment. And that was dope to see Drew have his moment in Scotland with the title in front of fans and everything else. But
Was it
this also
Scotland or
gives
you talking about when the next night?
the next night, yeah, the
Yeah.
next night, the next night,
Yeah.
yeah, the next night at the house show. Um, but it was just dope to see him have his moment in front of fans.
Yeah.
Um,
And this is the longest title reign he's had since the
when he won it from Brock,
mhm.
because when he won it from Brock, I think he had it for like 3 months, maybe.
No, he had that for pretty long. Like he won it
It
from
was it
Brock at
was it longer than that? Did he go to? Because I won. He won it from Brock at Mania that year.
he won it from Brock at Mania that year, and he lost it to Randy Orton inside Hell in a Cell.
Okay, so maybe it was closer to 6 months then that he held the belt. Then,
So if you go from that Mania to that October,
yeah, it's about 6 months.
yeah. So it was like what? That was like what? March, end of March, early April, May, June, July,
Hmm.
August, September, August. 6 months. Now I was talking about like this was the longest reign if you talk about his world title that he lost in like 5 minutes.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt,
So,
without a
but
doubt.
but now his longest title reign was his initial one, and then he won it again before Survivor Series that year. So he literally lost it for like 2 weeks just to win it back,
Hmm.
and then he lost it to Bobby Lashley. Well, no, not Bobby Lashley. He lost it to The Miz, and then The Miz lost it to Bobby Lashley, and then Bobby Lashley kept beating up Drew the entire time.
Yeah, it was April 5th to October 25th of that year.
Ah, yeah.
So that's what I thought. It was like right at about 6 months. So yeah, it's a way to kind of freshen up the title picture and kind of it, it'll help you fill up 3 hours of SmackDown also.
Yeah, so let's talk about that 3 hours of SmackDown because we had two. I guess we had 2 episodes of 3 hours of SmackDown so far, and I fall asleep on all of them. So it is what it is.
What I'm noticing is a lot of filler, a lot of like backstage segments, a lot of pre-tapes and stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
video packages and whatnot. And that's something that you can do until you like get a grip on things and until you like until you can like, okay, here's our roster, here's our call-ups, here's how we want to fill this time up, and here's the main storylines we need to be working on, and here's what we want to like put in some stuff, and here's what we got to make sure we get in, like but to me, because of the way they always forecast for the future so far in advance, this should have been thought about. And to say that you knew that this was coming for however long, and this is what you came up with, is a bunch of filler, pre-tapes, backstages, and packages.
And repetitive promos.
Like that's not holding me. And I'm seeing kind of the same thing on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing a lot of the same stuff.
Like the vision.
Yeah, and it's certain little things that you constantly see over and over and over. And it's like, okay, I'm still interested, but it's like, can you give me a little bit more variety? Like, you still got me. I'm still with you, but I'm not as vested as I once was.
So basically, what I was saying over the holiday break is they're stalling a lot.
Yes.
It's not that I'm bored with like the Judgment Day or this
No.
and that. It's my guy. Stop stalling. I watched the product. Y'all are stalling a lot.
No, man. They have a plan for that breakup. And
No,
they
I'm not. No,
go
I
a
just brought
certain
that
way.
name up. But I'm talking about in general. They're stalling across the board.
Oh, yeah.
Certain things they're definitely stalling. Like Jade, her title reign, they are stalling for Bianca. They're not figuring it out. And it shows. Because they have her saying the same thing every week. We get it. You that bitch.
Well, no,
Congratulations. Want a cookie.
the other thing too with Jade is that Michin got hurt, BFAB got hurt, and SmackDown women's roster was already kind of thin. They're keeping her and Charlotte apart until they're ready to do that big. And that's going to be a Mania match.
Oh, yeah.
That could be a Mania main event match. If they play their cards right.
They play their cards right, yeah.
For sure, night one. I think that could for sure main event night one. But if they play their cards right, that could close the show on Sunday.
Yeah. It's up to them to convince the population to believe in that. Because that's one thing I always look at is like, as much as I believe that women, like a lot of women, should be treated equal, sometimes these matches don't deserve the main event.
No, definitely. And
like just because, and it's like I hate it when I hate to say it like this, but it's like just because they're more interesting or talented to us, the viewers at home, than the men, doesn't mean that they necessarily translate to the live audience, and the live audience want to see that main event, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that's why I always say, I'm like, if they play the cards right, Jade versus Charlotte can definitely be a main event. Hell, Bianca, if her finger ever heals up, versus Jade can be a main event. But it's up to them to play their cards right. Because like I said on Sunday on the In Your House podcast, basically it's up to my big gripe is never with the talent. It's never with the wrestlers. It's with the booking. Because sometimes their booking just doesn't make sense. And also you can give a little flack to the talent because let's just be real. Some talent just don't have it. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay to admit that. But
definitely.
over time, it's a pattern that we're looking at the bookings like that doesn't make a lick of sense.
What I see across the board is I see a lot of inconsistencies and I see a lot of pivots. And they're having to pivot because of injury or time off or contract, whatever, different things.
Right.
But one thing that I will give the companies credit for is they always at least attempt to make it interesting. Sometimes those attempts to make it interesting is going back to the well one too many times, and that can annoy some of us hardcore fans. But again, the casuals and whatnot, the people who they want to pop and get their attention to make them spend money, like that grabs their attention. So they're doing good business, I'll say. Keeping Jade and Charlotte apart, rebuild that roster. Yeah. But that's going back to like what I was saying earlier. Like keeping them apart is exactly what you can do, because what they're doing now is you see Jade interacting with all these different people, and then you see Charlotte and Alexa interacting with all these different people, and you see them every so often have these little face-offs, these little, bump ins and run ins or what have you. And they've never touched. They've never touched on WWE TV at all.
But yeah, it's good that Jordan Grayson's on SmackDown, so they basically give Jade something to do, because even if B-Fab and Mishin didn't get injured, no one believed that they were going to be positioned to overthrow her. They was literally going to be set up to just make her look good.
Exactly. And now you have someone in her crosshairs who looks like, okay, like, wait, she's a legit threat.
Mm-hmm.
She's a legit threat. And now it's like, oh, okay, let's see where they go from here. Well, the thing is like the thing with Tiffy Time, where they messed up with that is they kept running her and Nia Jax back. Like, it seemed like
where they messed up with that is they made her a babyface.
Yes,
she was better at least to me, she was always better as a heel. Just because the crowd loves her. Now that's the case, because you know how because I don't want to sound like a hypocrite, because I literally just said give in to Chelsea Green turning babyface. But in Tiffany's case, sometimes the talent don't know or need time to adjust being a babyface. I feel like she never clicked for her.
Yes, I could definitely say that. Yeah, because sometimes you just need it. Like, unfortunately, what happens is if you don't give people enough time to develop as a certain type of character, heel or face, you can't keep flip flopping them.
Right.
And what they did with her, like bouncing her back and forth a little bit, like heel, face, heel, it kind of reminds me of what they were doing with Big Show back in the day. Like how Big Show would pop up January, he was a heel. February, he was a face. March, he was a heel again. April, he's a face. We're going to keep him face till SummerSlam. The SummerSlam, he's going to turn heel. Like, what are we doing?
After a while, you'd be like, all right, bro, we get it. You're indecisive.
Right. And I'm glad that they gave her time off and everything so that they can figure out.
I think she's injured too. I don't think.
Well, yeah, that was another reason why they had her drop the title as well. But whenever she comes back,
I can see her coming back in the Rumble.
That would be ideal. That would be ideal. That way you could let her get that. She's going to get a good reaction over there. Let's just see how it goes and go from there. The only thing is, though, those foreign crowds are a false litmus test.
Yeah.
Because
they are going to be in Saudi.
We've seen some favorable and unfavorable reactions, and then they come back stateside, and you're getting the opposite stateside. So, hey,
we'll see how they rock out there. They might have to bring. They may, since the prince or the king was asking for Yokozuna, they might have to go.
Say, bro,
they might have to go dig up Luna for. They might have to go dig up what you call it, Sensational Sherry.
You know what? Time out. Go to your corner. Penalty box. Go to the penalty box. We got the first penalty box of the year. Come on, dog.
I'm so sorry.
Bitch. The damn Okada.
It is crazy how close the Rumble actually is. Literally 2 weeks.
Yeah, bruh. Like, it's like we deep into January already. Like, I didn't realize that. Like, What the hell's going on?
We set this comeback up by design, so we ain't have to. So it's just like we ain't know if they were gonna start the year off with some bullshit, or they were gonna start the year off pretty solid. And so far, it's not bullshit, but you can tell that they're getting back into the gears of like, okay, we're post holiday.
Yeah, we definitely. Oh wow, Moolah.
I think you should have said May Young because people do not fuck with Moolah.
Yeah, they rather the hand. But nah, man. It crept up on us though. The other thing is that rumor that whatever stadium is being built is for the Rumble and this, that, and the third. And it's like, bro, I could care less. I really
What that
don't
show
care.
looking like?
Yeah,
Like, I don't care. I don't care what y'all can have that shit in the parking lot. What is that? What is that show looking like?
Me and nobody I know. Well, in my immediate circle or whatever is gonna be there. Okay.
Right.
Now, it's some people by proxy or by extension that I may know or know of that'll be there. Okay, cool. I'll pray us
And I'm
up. Hope
pretty
everything's
sure I
safe.
think we have some listeners in Saudi Arabia as well.
Yeah, we do.
So, hey, yeah,
Prayers up.
shout
Y'all
out to
be
y'all.
safe.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. I hope y'all have a good time.
Exactly.
Like we not out here gonna be the type that's gonna shit talk y'all country because
No,
y'all
not at all.
the government don't represent y'all. Just like the government
No.
here don't represent us. But that's besides the
Bingo.
point.
But like we were saying, to me, I don't care if they build a stadium, if they hold it in the same stadium they always hold it in, or what. Like, I really don't care which stadium or area they hold it in. I know they're going to put on a spectacle because that's what they like to do. However,
wrestling as a whole.
Yeah. What that match card look like?
Because so far we got 2 Rumbles, and I believe we have a WWE title match where it's going to be a fatal 4-way at Saturday night's main event where the winner faces Drew for the title. Because starting this week, they're already doing a tournament to crown a new number 1 contender. So it'll be one-on-one matches. It'll be Trick Williams versus Matt Cardona. It'll be Ilya Dragunov versus Sami Zayn.
It's 4 matches, right?
Yep. Randy Orton versus The Miz. And another one that I'm missing. I'm missing another one. I'm trying to think.
It's gonna be dope from what I remember. However,
no, I'm saying so basically that's what the Rumble card is gonna be so far. And I'm pretty sure they're not gonna go too high with the number wise because of the Rumble matches. It's 2. So
I'm wondering if the whole travel over there and be able to get into that country thing is going to prohibit certain people from being guests or surprise appearances.
Well, of course, yeah.
So I'm interested to see like how it's all going to play out. But
this will be interesting.
Yeah. Very.
And one more match to the card, and that's it. I'd be surprised to do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do 4. They're probably gonna do the world title and maybe a women's title match. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm thinking so.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, that's that. Oh, speaking of things that we'll see, we'll definitely be seeing Braun Breaker back on Raw next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
The man got suspended indefinitely, but that man ain't the man don't nobody respect you, Adam.
Say, man, Adam Pearce is one of the best on-screen authority figures. Like, he's creeping up that list.
I feel like he's living the gimmick. He's not portraying the gimmick.
He is, bruh. He is. Like, Bruh, when I saw the spit flying out his mouth and that loogie was hanging off his chin and everything else, I was like, oh, brother is really into it.
I'm like, that's kind of nasty.
I'm like, it's fucking disgusting. But you know what? I can tell that's raw emotion. Like you literally putting it out there. So that was cool to see. Like, because you see how intense Braun is. And for Pierce to return that intensity, from the opposite side instead of bowing and cowering down or whatever, or, with the fake, fiery thing. For example, back in the day when wrestlers would like get at the ref, and then Earl Hebner would somehow find the courage to stand up to everybody at like 5'6", 150 pounds. No, it wasn't
him
that.
and Triple H back in the day.
Oh man, come on, bro. When Triple H, when he would push Triple H and Triple H would bump for him, like, get the fuck out of here, like, be for real. But
I let you know that they were friends because he's like, I'm gonna bump for you.
Exactly. But just to see the way Pierce, like the energy that he brought to that role, to return that same energy back to Braun Breaker, like that, bro. For a second there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna for a hot second. I'll admit this. I was like, I think Adam Pierce may put the tights on again.
Hey, remember when he almost faced Roman Reigns?
Hey, for a split second, I was like, wait a minute. We might actually get one more match out of him. Like, I was like, hey, wait a minute.
I'm gonna say, remember when he faced Roman Reigns?
Yeah,
almost
in the Thunderdome.
Mm-hmm.
He had on the WWE branded sweatsuit.
Yep,
the tracksuit.
Yep.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just saw a highlight reel with that a part of it. Oh gosh, within the last week or so, like, you know how you get on those rabbit holes on social media or YouTube or something like that, and it was one of those. But yeah, I just recently saw that. But no, like he was that into it to where I was like, oh, it's something coming out of this. It's something coming out. Like we gotta get a match out. Like this is way too good. Burger Chandler's in a King Kilos. Okay.
Oh, you don't know who King Kilo is?
No, I do not.
When we're done here, look up King Kilo. You will know exactly what do you mean, and it's kind of out of pocket too. But but yeah, look up who King Kilo is, and you be like, this makes sense. But Braun basically showed up, tan and all, on that King Von shit, ready to kill everybody.
Yeah. So. Yeah, he definitely showed up and was like, he was on one. Him and Bronson Reed.
Oh yeah.
And bro, this shit was like, it looked like a classroom setting and the teacher couldn't control two bullies. This is basically what it looked like to me, because it was like, while he was outside of the ring fussing at Braun for spearing Dragon Lee or whatever, Bronson Reed like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and tsunami old boy. And then he jump in the ring like, what the f are you doing?
And then as soon as he yelling at him, Braun goes in and
Braun like, well,
anyway.
he over there, he looking at him on it. I'm gonna go over him, spear this fool. Then it was like, wait a minute. And then he just lost it. Bro, I remember saying this like a couple months ago. It was one time when he even said it, and it was audibly on camera and everything on the broadcast. It wasn't like commercial break. I need a drink. And he said that like a few times, like on a few different shows. I was like, hey man, it's getting to that point, like, dog, like, are we gonna see him put on the tights again? But it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, he's doing a great job at playing the authority figure on Raw.
And speaking of doing a great job, Gunther did a great job at pissing a lot of people off because he beat AJ Styles after tapping out, but that ring IQ is at 100.
Say, man.
The ref wasn't looking.
Say, bro, that shit was classic. Like, Gunther could work at, like, you could see this working back in the 40s and 50s and 60s. Like, he's the kind of guy where, like, there are certain times, and I know this about because I say this all the time with sports. It's hard to argue all-time greatest because it's hard to compare people in different eras. It's a little bit easier to do that in professional wrestling as opposed to professional sports. Because pro wrestling is, of course, it's predetermined. It's still athletic, but it's predetermined.
Right.
But this guy, like that very tactic right there, like that's something that's old school wrestling heel 101. Do something underhanded. The ref's attention is diverted. Take advantage of it with a cheap shot and win the match. Like basic wrestling heel 101.
We'll
And
definitely talk about, like, we'll definitely try to predict Gunther's future going forward, because now that he has a win over both AJ Styles and John Cena, it's time to look into his future. But also looking into the future, we have Finn Balor versus CM Punk set for next week for the World Heavyweight Championship in Belfast.
Here's one where people saw the title change hands last week on SmackDown and think that, okay, they're going to pull the trigger here again. And I hate to disappoint y'all, but it ain't happening.
What Finn? This Finn.
It ain't happening, bro.
This Finn, he's not even a prince. This Finn.
They ain't putting the title on Benjamin.
No. And this is coming from a fan of Finn Balor. It's coming from a fan of Finn Balor when he returned to NXT the second time, where I'm like, bro, this dude is on another level right now.
This is coming from a fan of Prince Devitt, like waking up to watch fucking Wrestle Kingdom at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning or whatever. Because I was like, what is this Bullet Club shit? Like, who is this guy? And like when I realized, I was like, oh wait, that's the dude that WWE signed for NXT? Oh shit, this is about to be dope. This is who's coming to, oh really? Oh hell yeah. Like this is about to be lit. Like I'm a fan, but at the same time, I'm also realistic.
Oh yeah.
And I know right now that CM Punk needs opponents. And he needs people that he can go up against and feud with and beat and come out on top and not lose that title or ping pong that title.
Facts.
And let's pop a rating, pop a crowd with having the Irish guy go for the title in Ireland.
Speaking of, because you mentioned Bullet Club, I believe they're done.
Yeah. So Yoda Tsuji was on the crusade basically, and he kind of foreshadowed it when he gave that interview. Some people say he was or was not in character when he gave that interview and said that he basically he's tired of the outsiders and everything else, and it needs to, New Japan needs to keep their circle closed. Basically from all the foreigners and invaders and this, that, and the way things are going.
Mm-hmm.
And he beat Takeshita, won the title back, unified their international or whatever title. The global title, there you go, and the New Japan title. Brought back the version 4 of the IWGP title. Thank you, Jesus. Because that other title looked like, you know what that other title looked like? That last version of version 5? Mm-hmm. It looked like you know how like the old school Divas title used to look for WWE?
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say the Divas title was like this one title, but then if you hit certain VCs or whatever, you could upgrade to another one.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that New Japan title, the IWGP title, looked like. It looked like you upgraded the Divas title to big gold status. That's what it basically looked like. But like, I love this version because it looks like a title, but it also almost feels like a trophy with all the nameplates and everything on it. So I've always loved the way that title looks. But he's basically like bringing it back to an era before you had the Bullet Club and before you had everyone, everything was more centralized and everything was more just New Japan, and you didn't have the outsiders and everything
Oh, he's a
coming in.
purist. He's anti-Ganjin.
I don't think he's anti Gaijin. I think he's just pro New Japan.
Gotcha.
Like, okay, you can be Gaijin, but are you Gaijin in New Japan? Or are you Gaijin that just like bounces back and forth? Like, I think that's kind of what he was hinting at or whatever. And
Gotcha.
so that's why he absorbed that other group into his group. And now it's like, there's no more of this. We're just the unaffiliated, I think is what their group is called now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. But the other news out of New Japan, you hinted at it earlier. Okada retired Tanahashi.
Yep.
Which, if you're not familiar, just to keep it really short and simple, that's basically New Japan's John Cena.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. He was the bridge from that old generation to this newer generation that literally helped keep the doors open and keep that company alive. Like, if it wasn't for Tanahashi, like, people say New Japan would have folded. And he kept the doors open and kept people coming back, and he allowed them to bridge the gap between what it was before to it almost folding to him helping save it to this generation and what you're seeing now. So that's why it was so important to have him like go out the way he did, and that's why they made such a big deal out of it. And if you need to hit me up, I'll send you a link so you can try to watch some of his older stuff. But like, yeah, Tanahashi was that dude.
Yeah.
And to lose him and Cena within like a 3 or 4 week span or whatever, like that just lets you know a significant portion of wrestling history. Some of the literal all-time greats who carried their companies through some really rough times. Like that part of a lot of people's childhood is over.
That is facts. But yeah, outside of that, we pretty much are caught up with everything that we somewhat missed. And we're going to spend the rest of our time here predicting and giving bold predictions for 2026. No company is off limits. It could be AEW exclusive, it could be WWE exclusive, whatever you prefer to watch and whatever you're in keen of going through, or that you feel like, hey, I'm gonna focus more on this. That's what we're here for. We're just here. It's an open discussion. We'll spend the next 20 minutes or so talking about it, and then we'll give our first song of the week of 2026 and get up out of here. But yeah, bold predictions for 2026. I'll go first. Even though it's been my bold prediction from last year, it seems like a safe bet. Mercedes Moné wins the Women's World Championship by the summer.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love that one.
What you got?
I love that one. Damn, let me see. Because I had like a few of them that I've been thinking as my backup, because my other one already kind of deflated my prediction. I was happy, but I was like, damn it. Like, it happened too quick. So that's why I chose Negrodamus as my subtitle for this week. But nah, man, let me see. I think this year We're gonna get another black AEW world champion, but it won't be Swerve.
Who you think it'll be? Bobby? Shelton?
I'm
Hobbs?
thinking Bobby. I'm
Bobby?
thinking Bobby Lashley.
Once he's recovered, Big Bob?
And here's the thing. He can come at MJF like, hey, remember you said when you get the title back, you gonna give me a title shot. He could be like, well, no, y'all kicked me out of the group or whatever. And then he could be like, nah, a contract is a contract. You signed. And then they could have, like there's a story to be made there.
Yeah.
And
it's a layup.
Bruh, come on, bruh. It's right there it's low-hanging fruit at this point. But no, I would just love to see Bobby Lashley win it. I would really like to see somebody like a Kevin Knight or even a fucking Ricochet win it.
Yeah.
But
you just being realistic.
Yeah, I'm being realistic.
Gotcha,
9 times out of 10 it's probably gonna be Bobby.
My next bold prediction. Ooh, let's see. I see. Some people gonna get mad at me with this.
Also, caveat. Notice how I said it's gonna be a person of color.
Yeah.
I'm casting a wide net on
He's
this.
like, hey, somebody black. Everybody black will be the next world champion.
It might be a goddamn luchador. Who knows? Look.
But nah, if I had my next bold prediction, I would say some people might get mad at this. Rhea Ripley will be women's world champion again.
Say, bro, I'm kind of with you on that.
Or women's champion, like if they do a shakeup.
I'm
because they keep talking about Rhea and Io's history, and I feel like Rhea is gonna turn, even though I doubt it because she's like the popular babyface. But
not just that; it's the fact that she hasn't beaten Io.
Yeah,
and it's like she has that monkey on her back.
That's what I'm saying. Talk about a layup. That's a layup right there. Like, hey,
bro. This could turn her back heel in a way where she could go on a rampage, and then you need somebody to stop her from her rampage. Now you have somebody else that you can put up against her to do this. Ooh, what if that's Bianca and we finally get that one-on-one Bianca Rhea match?
You think Bianca?
Ooh, I'm just saying, bro. They got so much shit that they can do with Bianca.
Once this injury bug goes away,
bro. Because you got Bianca Rhea, Bianca Jade, and we still haven't seen Bianca Charlotte.
We haven't, have we?
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, I need her to have surgery on that finger yesterday. Get that motherfucker straightened out. Get back to work. Clock in. I need you to clock back in.
Another bold prediction, even though I don't see I don't like pitting black people against each other. Street Profits will finally break up.
God damn it, Joshua.
Hey man.
I don't like that.
Do something with them. I'm just throwing shit at this point because I ain't seen them niggas in like 3 months. Legitimately.
Like, okay. I get it. People want to see them break up. But the thing is where do we see them going if we break them up?
Tez Solo.
No. I know, dude. Of course, Solo. Yeah. Where, like, do we see them?
You feel like they're gonna pull another
significant enough to where we can say, yes, this is interesting. This was worth the breakup.
I say, do you feel like it's gonna be another street crime time type thing if they break up?
Bro, I got a feeling this could be another. It has potential to go a couple different ways.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the Rockers, just because people won't get behind Dawkins like they should or they could. This could be this could also be like oh gosh, what is it? Like, okay, bear with me here, but like when the Steiners split,
Mm-hmm.
and you had Big Papa Pump, and then you had Rick Steiner was still like somewhat relative. Um, the best thing I could think of, the only tag team that I can remember that split and like recently, and both members went off and did something significant. It wasn't really a tag team; it was the Shield.
Mm-hmm. It was more of a
Because
faction.
yeah, it was more of a faction that split as opposed to a tag team. So Harlem Heat is another good one. Marks and Mike's commented. It could be something like that because Stevie Ray had an okay run. He was still like a relevant, hand,
Yeah.
but he wasn't anything significant. But I think Dawkins got something to him, dog, because
I think
Dawkins
that
improved.
it could it be me like all due respect to Montez Ford. Like he
Mm-hmm.
has the charisma, the talent,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like Dawkins is a sleeper that a
Bro,
lot of people gonna be like, yo.
bruh, like Dawkins put in that work in the ring. Dawkins even changed the way he dresses and stuff outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how much work Dawkins has really been putting in. And people joke around and shit on Dawkins like it's fun or it's funny or whatever, but
It's because
nah,
he a big
man.
man.
Bro,
Same reason why
Dawkins,
they shitted on AJ.
bro, low key, Dawkins is one of those guys that will have a job until he doesn't want to do the job anymore. Because he's big, he's athletic, he's actually funny in real life.
Mm-hmm.
He can talk, like he can move in the ring, like he can go in the ring. He's improved his skills, his stamina, like physique, everything, like his look, everything. Like, and he's been there for a minute. And they even gave him plenty of time in NXT to improve.
Mm-hmm.
So that shows you that they like him and they believe in him. If they gave him that much time in developmental to try to prove something, and then they gave him all this time on the main roster, like, come on. They're not going to invest that much time into a person unless they actually like him and believe in him. And we talking about different iterations of the company.
Yeah. You got two
So
more. You got one or two more bold predictions for me?
I'm going to say on the women's side of things,
I just realized I got two women predictions.
not only are we going to see like the most epic Mercedes Moné like meltdown and maybe even like a phoenix rising from the ashes this year. I think we're going to see both. I think we're going to see the fall and the rise, I think, this year for Mercedes. I also think like on just the ebb and flow of things, the way I've been seeing it, I'll say this specifically with WWE, not as much with AEW because they're more fluid, but the call up of talent,
Mm-hmm.
the flow of talent. I'm not even going to say bold prediction. I'm just going to say I think that we'll be pleased with the upshift of talent, basically from people who are retiring, leaving the ring, to the people who are getting called up, the people who are now going to get pushed, the people who are going to get pushed now, the people who are going to get called up, the people in developmental who are going to replace those getting called up, and then the people from the indies with the WWE, the whole flow of their program. I think we're going to be pleased with the flow of their program. I'll say that much because I've already seen it. Like, for example, tonight, Keanu Carver had a nice showing on NXT after
Mm-hmm.
he was announced to be now a part of the NXT roster. And this is coming off the heels of him, having that social media meltdown last
Was it a
year.
meltdown, or was he just being?
I mean, you can call it a meltdown. You can call it an outburst.
He just
There's
had. I apologize, my outburst.
there's different ways to describe it, but to
Yeah,
go from where he was at to here, a lot of people didn't think he would make it. And
yeah,
look,
because a
look
lot of
where
people
he's at.
thought after that outburst he was gonna be fired, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't directly shit on the company. He just shit on the Samoans. And
Right.
then for some reason, you know how Twitter likes to do, like they like to overhype the Samoans. But I'm like, bro, I promise you, all these Samoans are not invincible. That y'all like to try to build them up to be.
Another thing
I'm not
too
gonna pick a fight with them, but still,
hell no.
they not that damn invincible.
Another thing is, I think that with TNA moving to AMC, I would like to see TNA try to go a full year without tripping over its own feet. I'm praying for that, for their sake. Because I believe AEW is going to go the way AEW is going to go. And there's some things that's probably going to happen or not happen with AEW that we're either going to be mad or upset about or whatever it is. But I think that they're going to hold steady where they are. I think that sometimes WWE is going to hold steady. They're going to have their ebbs and flows, but they're going to hold their spot. AEW is going to hold its spot. It's that goddamn TNA that just be like, like sometimes I just be wondering, like if I could grab TNA as a company and choke it, sometimes I would. Like,
so let's just say let's do a joint prediction that TNA won't be TNA.
Oh, we're jointfully. I'm praying that there will be no LOL TNA moments in 2026. That's my other one. I
TNA
know it's not
won't LOL TNA themselves this year.
I know it's not a prediction, but that's what I'm hoping for this year. Because I'm really trying to give them a shot, bro. Like I legit trying to give them a shot. I really am. Like I even be going back sometime and watching episodes. Like I legit try to give them a shot.
My last one, because I'm gonna try to at least do 5. AJ Lee wins the Intercontinental Championship from Becky Lynch.
Ooh, bro, that may be
whenever they book it.
That may be at Elimination Chamber or something between now and Mania or something like that. Like I would love to see nothing more. That might be at Mania. Yeah. They may prolong it that much because think about it. Becky Lynch coming out with her gimmick and everything, and I'm the best, and Sports Illustrated says it, and it's on ESPN.
She's basically Trump.
Yeah. And then you got AJ, bro. Could you imagine? And you know, Mania, the ramp and the entranceway is always long as hell.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna be skipping.
Could you imagine? Light it up, and she's skipping down that long ass aisle.
I mean, they did it before. She did it. I think the last long ramp she skipped down was her retirement match, the day before she retired. That tag match with Paige.
Oh yeah, against the Bellas or whatever.
Mm-hmm. At Mania like 31.
That. Yeah.
That was a long. That was a pretty long ramp.
Yeah, that was a long ass ramp.
And she, when I tell you, she was like she was light skipping because she was like, "Yo, this is a long ass fucking ramp." And speaking of, I'm finna just throw a random one. Paige returns to WWE.
Ooh.
Do I want to see it? Hell no. But Paige returns to WWE in some capacity.
Also, yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. I think my craziest one for this coming year is that man, do I really want to say this?
Put it into the
fuck. Hey, I hope Gunther retires Brock Lesnar too.
Yes.
Straight the fuck up. Like I want them to go full on into this whole gimmick where he retires all these greats. and I want them to build him into the next big bad. Because when you build the next big bad like that, look at what they did. People said, why did Brock need to break the Undertaker streak? They could have given it to someone else who could have used that.
They could have given it to Bray Wyatt.
Could they have gotten the mileage out of whoever it was, the number of times when they thought, let's break the streak here? No. You got great mileage out of Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar, when he built himself up to that, and eventually you saw a Roman Reigns topple Brock Lesnar or whatever, and you saw a Seth Rollins beat a Brock Lesnar, that actually meant something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you gotta let shit build, and sometimes you gotta let shit cook. And sometimes, long-term storytelling, have him drop a feud or a match here or there, or have him win a title and then lose the title or something here or there. But when he locked the fuck in, he locks the fuck in and like, no, I'm putting your ass out the pasture.
You know what? My last bold prediction, I'm gonna put AJ Styles versus Leon Slater will happen this year.
Oh, bro. I'm with you on that one. I am so with you on that one. That's definitely one that I do want to see before AJ leaves his boots in the ring. That's definitely one I need to see before AJ leaves his, because I've become such a huge Leon Slater fan. Like, I was watching him like a year or so ago, but then going to Mania weekend in Vegas and watching him wrestle live in person twice that weekend, bruh, like, I had a whole new respect for dude, because the first time I watched him, I'm ringside, like, so I'm like right there, and I'm like, holy shit. Him and Darius put on a great match at Ashe in Vegas. And then to see him at the For the Culture Fourth Rope GCW event that next morning, night, whatever you want to call it, where he does the spot where he jumps over the ring post in the corner outside of the ring. He actually grazed the post and had this huge welt like on his back or whatever from him grazing the post or the corner, whatever it was, the whole rest of the match. And this happened like within the first like few minutes of the match. And he wrestled the whole rest of that match like another 10 minutes like it was nothing. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of that kid. Love that kid. Can't wait to see what he does in the future. And I definitely want to see him and AJ Styles for this year's over.
You got any more before we move on?
Nah, man, that was my last one, my bold one. Like, I want to see Gunther retire Brock Lesnar this year.
Hey man, that's cool. We got some solid predictions this year compared to last year, because last year we was just spitballing, but we got a more formal this year. But hey man, hopefully you guys enjoyed our bold predictions for 2026, as well as just our catching up for everything. And for those of you who are new around here, this is a part of the show where we give our bold predictions. For not poll predictions, we give our song of the week for the vibes. So you guys, like, any song that is like moving you to finish this week, or get you through the hump week, because I believe tomorrow's hump day on Wednesday. So hey man, you got that one song that you like, yo, this song is getting me through. And hey man,
bro, I don't know why, but this song, I was thinking about it one day the other day, because I was watching the Diddy documentary, right?
Oh Lord.
Hear me out. And it brought me back to that early 90s R&B, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I end up seeing this funny little video on social media that used part of this song. And I was like, bruh, this is it. But I'm going Fiend and Jodeci.
Oh, That's not a bad song.
That's what I'm saying. See, you thought it was gonna be something when I started off telling you how I came about this. It sounded crazy, but nah, like Fiend and
Yeah, because
Juice.
I mean, like in 2026, if you say Diddy, you'd be like,
See, I was watching the Diddy documentary,
wait a
and then I
minute.
thought about '90s R&B. And you like '90s R&B? You're saying some wild shit. He was watching the Diddy documentary, brother. What are you talking about? Like, do you need to tell us something? Nah, man. It just brought me back to that song like that. It just, yeah.
Nah, I get that because it's just like. Yeah. But as far as me, I'm gonna try to be upbeat this year. So we're gonna go with Earth, Wind, and Fire, Boogie Wonderland.
Ooh.
Let's go tonight.
Like,
Mars was like, whoa. I was like, hey, bro.
Like, I know everybody was thinking, like, hold up, whoa, what are you talking about? Oh,
Like, did he?
Let me just say where it came from. Like, I'm just giving the background to it. That's it.
Nah, man. And if I had my nieces and nephew, it'll be anything from K-pop Demon Hunter.
Oh, hell yeah. Shit. I don't know what the hell my daughter be listening to up there sometimes. Like, they be saying all kind of stuff. Like, we were sitting there talking about football, and then they was saying something, started dancing or whatever, and I was like, whatever, bro.
I blame TikTok.
Hell yeah.
But yo, hopefully you guys enjoyed this edition of the GRESH Unleashed podcast. What we got coming up this year for you? What you got coming up, my boy?
Shit. Tomorrow we're gonna do another episode. I think it's 104 Sports. I think it's episode 104. But yeah, we're gonna go live tomorrow, 8:30-ish, like we always do on Wednesday until further notice. Definitely we're gonna be pushing more stuff here on this channel and from us. But I do have a few other things cooking that I'm working on the back burner creatively.
Oh yeah, because just so y'all know, it ain't gonna just be me doing retrospectives. They got some stuff we're gonna be working on.
Yep.
Like Sushio's is basically his sports outlet. This channel is their wrestling outlet, and we're gonna be having some fun this year. So hey, stay tapped in, stay tuned in to youtube.com/@itsgresh for all wrestling content, not just from me, but from my friends, man. That's what we're here for. We're here to give you guys some good content, that some quality content, and just something that we're passionate about and just having fun. And yeah. Make sure you guys tap into Sushio Sports. Make sure you guys tap into the podcast itself. Scan that QR code if you haven't already. If you're new around here, that QR code takes you to www.greshunleashed.com, the audio hub for all things this podcast. So you want to catch up on old episodes, the new episodes, that's where you go. And make sure you guys just stay safe out here. Just stay safe, stay true to yourself, say love, give love. And if you feel like something's about to compromise your peace, cut it off. That's what 2026 is for. Cut it off. Like this whole new year, new me stuff don't work. Just cut people off because everybody lie. But nah, man, make sure you guys follow yours truly at @itsgresh, @itsgresh everywhere else. Follow Jermaine at @the_Jermaine. Make sure you guys tap into the Public Enemies podcast this Thursday, 7:20 Eastern Standard Time. I will be on there. Oh my God, Graham will be on there. CJ, Waco Kid, aka Ben. Don't meet us there. Don't beat us there. No, what's the term he like to say? Don't meet us there, beat us there.
Beat us there. There we go.
There we go. And with that being said, you guys stay safe out here in these streets. And remember to always eat, sleep, flex, and repeat. We out. Y'all be crazy.
Later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Same.